Welcome to the Why Richmond is Awesome podcast, where we talk about what's going on around town, our favorite things to do, and the local spots you need to try. Guys, what's up?
We can work some of that in.
This scenery looks so different.
It looks way better.
Where are we? Tell the people where we are.
We're at Mike's house.
Nice. We're at Mikey's house.
We're
recording live from Mikey's house.
He's our newest employee of the Glaser group,
Hey.
specializing in audio, visual, and just overall amazingness.
I'm loving it.
So this is his basement. I commandeered it for us, but he seems accommodating because he's back there grinning because he loves doing running the board and doing all that fun stuff. So thank you.
Mikey.
I know nobody can see him, but
now.
he does look very official back there.
Yes,
Yeah, he does. He's going to play some sound effects. It's going to be a really good time. I'm pumped.
Are you going to do one?
same.
That was the perfect timing.
Oh,
good
there
one.
it is.
That was
Okay,
good.
good job. Good job. So we've got some fun updates for the podcast. Alex, why don't you tell us what we have on deck? I know it's been a while since we've hopped on here and like chit-chatted with people.
Yes,
we've been planning, obviously, getting the podcast room ready.
Sorry for people who've been waiting for another episode. This took a lot longer than we thought. We wanted to plan to make sure it was right for the long run, and I think we did it. So from here, like I would say the biggest update is the Flying Squirrels picked a name for their beer.
What is it?
Rally Cap. I'm actually drinking it right now.
Show it to the camera. We'll zoom
To
in.
the camera. Ale brewed with grapefruit.
So we actually went on Wednesday, met with the Flying Squirrels and Center of the Universe, did a little promo video at the Diamond, and probably released like in the next week or so.
Yeah.
Miles is editing it now, so just kind of explain how the beer came to be, how the name happened. I'll just let you watch the video. I won't go over all of it now because that'll ruin the fun of watching the video. But
And it's super tasty. Like,
it's really good.
crushable for summer games.
Grapefruit
very good,
shandy,
yeah.
right?
What do you think? Because
Yeah.
your first sip.
I think it's an improvement. What was the one from last year?
Chin music.
The
I think
past like 6 years were chin music.
yeah,
5
it's
years.
an improvement. That was an IPA, though.
That was a
That was
lager.
just a regular
It was a lager.
lager.
I feel like
Yeah,
this is
it was still
smoother,
drinkable, but it was more plain,
Yeah, this
not as
is-
refreshing.
This is dangerously smooth.
Well, lagers are like Bud Light, Miller Lite, like just classic things that most people like.
Right. There's
Yeah.
Also, maybe a little boring
Yeah.
to me.
What are you guys drinking over there? I see some Cannon and Draw and what do you
Cannon
got?
Draw cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookie stout.
Yum.
Yes,
Is it heavy?
it's actually not. You want a sip?
How does it taste?
It doesn't taste like I'm eating a cookie per se. Maybe it's the texture. You know,
Okay.
we don't have the crunch, but
It tastes like a coffee stout, but not like it doesn't have the mouth feel and the thickness and the heaviness of what I would think a stout would be.
Nice.
it's pretty drinkable actually.
I have Hardywood Pit Hooray. It's an IPA with apricots.
Nice.
It's very delicious.
I have water.
Okay.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
Killing it.
My healthy human. Staying hydrated. Okay, cool. So the next couple of episodes, what are we doing? We're going to be doing something different, right?
We got a lot of guests lined up.
Yes.
Like a lot of guests.
I'm so pumped.
One thing I want to incorporate, like part of the reason Richmond is awesome is the people. The people make it awesome.
Agreed.
So we've got a long lineup of just random people we think are awesome. We're going to interview them, find a little bit more about what they do, what they're passionate about. And, still continue to do these podcasts, maybe not every week because not that much stuff is changing in Richmond weekly, but,
Yeah.
just
When
do
is-
update episodes.
When's Post Malone going to be on?
I will let you know.
Got it.
Okay.
But
He's
that
not
would be
local to
awesome.
Richmond. We can't have him on.
Yeah, but what if he, I don't know, I thought about that because who's the comedian who was here last weekend?
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, so he was like all hype on Richmond on social media. I was like, just imagine, only for podcast the room was ready a week earlier. Convinced him to come in, and he could talk about like in a short time here what he liked about
Post
it. I
Malone
don't know.
seems like he likes everything. And we have an Olive Garden. I mean,
Yeah.
We
He'd
might
blow
have
it
to,
out
if
of
we
the
can
water.
get a celebrity, we'll make an exception. Just
Okay.
because why not?
Fair enough.
Right?
I agree. Sounds good.
until then, local celebrities.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, if you know anyone, if you yourself want to be on the podcast, have an interesting story, let us know. Email us, DM us.
Yeah. That why Richmond is awesome.
Yeah, we're looking for cool people to talk to.
Yeah. And so we'll be covering fun things. Like I think we've got David Bailey from Seeker Sandwich Society coming up, and we'll be talking with Orange from ZZQ. And so some food stuff, some outdoor stuff.
Yep, Matt from Riverside Outfitters.
Yeah.
Trying to coordinate. When you have a lot of people, it's hard. But like Tony from Final Gravity.
Yep.
Matt from Cannon and Draw.
That'll be fun. Like a
Eric
beer
from
episode.
Uncapped Everything. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I just kind of got introduced to him. So excited trying to coordinate those three and me to just chat all things beer.
Yeah.
I know we got more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
Well, don't give away all your secrets now.
Oh, so they'll have to wait and see us.
Exactly.
Who's next week.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe one of the shirts that you're wearing.
Oh, yeah. Ironwood Automotive.
Yes.
One of our clients, they opened up a shop down in Scott's Addition. Me and Mikey actually went by there the other day just to check it out. It's really nice.
Yo, their social media game is fire.
They are.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like their lobby is like
It's crushing.
this, but like 3 times nicer. Just
It's not
the
like
shop
your
is like,
typical mechanics shop.
Are
It's
they
like a
going
really
for-
nice, like upscale experience, and it's kind of trendy, like
but
almost
it's
like a
not,
trendy
like,
experience.
expensive.
It's cool,
It's
right?
not
No,
like
yeah,
upscale and expensive. Like
Right.
it's, I think the biggest thing with cars, and I also plan to talk to them about this in more detail when they come in, is just like, do you trust that the people are like saying what is actually happening? Are they upselling you?
right.
Like he's just a local dude, local family with his wife and kid, just trying to make an honest living, helping people, not charge them for stuff they don't need.
Right.
And I know for me, like
And they just truly have a passion for vehicles. Like we sold them a house, and then within a couple months they built their own garage, and then they put lift in it, and they just ride motorcycles. They just really love
there's good
cars
people.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Nice.
Like that's their passion. They're not just,
They're
I
not
think
a
that-
chain,
right.
Yeah. That vibe's gonna work well in Scott's Addition.
That's
Agreed.
cool. I'm excited for that episode. Then that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah,
Well, because we're here and we're like podcasting, we want to catch up on a couple of the like social news. I mean, I feel like so much has happened since the last time that we've gotten together, right?
it's been what 2 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, there's a surf resort going in.
That was the craziest thing.
Alex's dream of every road becoming a lazy river is actually coming true.
Love it.
Oh my
Almost.
God. What was that? Like episode 3 or something, or 1 or 2? Yeah.
don't
That was early
remember.
on. That was crazy.
Let's talk about the surf resort.
Okay.
Okay, so give me more details.
It's in Chesterfield, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be in Chesterfield. And
Like
Yeah.
what part of
288 and like Powhite, I think, kind of where it ends and 288 hits and starts somewhere
Okay.
in that area.
So
Okay.
it's gonna be a wave pool, kind of like what Water Country USA, kind of like.
Well, it's
that
like
setup.
I think it's like 6 or 7 acre, like a half a lake.
Oh,
Or at least, this is just kind of a guess from I can
a
see from
13
the
acre.
renderings.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
Wow.
13 acre actual lake, and I imagine they're gonna have pulleys where you can hold a bar and wakeboard across.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe with like jumps and like grinding stuff.
Yeah.
But then a separate like actual like surfing where they create waves large enough for you to surf. So I think they're 2 separate from what I can tell from the
that's
renderings.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
It sounds a little too athletic for me. I really just want a lazy river.
There should be a lazy river in there. somewhere.
Right.
I bet there will be. So yeah, CoStar put out the ping on this. They had kind of the information from the developer that they were able to share. So according to them, it looks like 150,000 square feet of retail and entertainment, 100,000 square feet of office space, a 170 key hotel, 750 apartments, a 13-acre artificial wake lake, an amphitheater, and a 6-acre water park capable of generating artificial waves large enough to surf. So it's
So
like
the water
going to
park-
be an East Coast destination. Like
Yeah.
people will come from all over.
It's like the adult Great Wolf Lodge
Yeah.
That's what
better.
it sounds like.
Yeah.
with the hotel and stuff.
Wow.
I think it was from that article I read a stat that I thought was pretty surprising. So Richmond is within a 24-hour drive, like a 1-day drive
Yeah.
from 50% of the country.
Yeah, that's wild.
In between like 95 and 64, like it's just a huge corridor. I don't know. I'm sure they did a lot of research before they broke ground or decided
course.
to do this. So they probably know what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy that there's going to be apartments there too. Like you can literally live there.
And
You
watch
know,
what's
this
going
is
on.
not
Yeah.
just
Living
a
that
vacation
salt life
destination, but like
in Richmond.
Salt
yeah.
life. That's
You
a
can
salt
like
life.
live there and then buy a surfboard, which I guess a surf shop should open
Probably.
if you
Yeah.
A ton of
are into
retail
surfing,
space.
yeah.
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 open a surf shop because
It's just such a crazy thing I've never heard of before. And they're
Yeah.
like, wait, Richmond's getting it? Like, okay.
it's so
Sure.
cool.
I may not surf there, but it can only help bring more attention, bring more people,
Yeah.
just make Richmond awesomer.
Yep.
So,
Maybe we'll have a Glaser group party there.
oh, put it on the books
On
from
the
like
books.
5 years from now, whenever it's done.
However
being
long it
built.
5
takes.
years, yeah.
We also should probably put in a note like, can we get a lazy river? Because I think I'm with you. It's like, I don't know if I really want to be surfing.
Right.
But like, if you give me a tube and a pina colada,
Exactly.
sign me up for the day. What's the day pass?
Exactly. I
I feel like
agree
You
with
think
that.
lazy rivers
Even
are
just like a
expensive to build? More expensive than a pool?
No.
Probably.
I mean,
depends on,
Depends
depends on
the
how
river
big it is. Yeah.
even just like a wave pool that's not like surfing waves. Like I could like float in that for a little
But
bit.
that's hard if you have a drink and you're floating.
Well,
They make drink koozies.
because Scott's Edition is getting so packed, just like get rid of all the roads and then just lazy river.
That's what I
To
said.
Chesterfield.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what's needed.
I see.
Yeah, just like
I
bob and weave.
so and then we could do a brew through that you just float through.
To
Yeah,
get
kinda like it.
refills
Mhm.
like in the lazy river station.
Every brewery will have a float through station.
Yes.
This is a sidebar, but Kings Mill. Have you guys been to Kings Mill Resort, like the golf course? So they have a lazy river there, and it's about it's in Williamsburg, so what 45, 60-minute drive ish. And they've got a lazy river, and so if you go and you stay overnight at one of their like condos or apartments, or they have like a bunch of different style places that you can stay, you get access to like the pool and the fitness center and the lazy river, and it's actually a really nice experience because you basically can just go in the middle of summer and like it's almost like
chill.
being on vacation.
An hour
45
away.
minutes from your
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's really fun. It's worth an
Worth
overnight
it,
stay
yeah.
to like go float the lazy river, and they have an adult bar there, and so you can like grab a drink, and they have food, and it's a nice day. And they have a big restaurant on the water. It's really pretty, so you can
Ooh,
eat out on the water.
Williams. So it's probably near where we like to go camping.
probably.
Chickahominy
It's near
State
Busch
Riverfront
Gardens.
State Park.
Yeah. Not
If y'all
far.
like camping,
We can go
it's an hour away. It's
shop
great.
the outlets too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So
near
just
the
a
outlets.
sidebar, like if you're looking for a quick getaway this summer,
Good to
Kings
know.
Mills, got the lazy river. But yeah, the surf parks, we're amped for it. I mean, I think it's going to be a couple of years before it's done. So, we'll have to wait and see. But
And then on the same day, like within an hour, they're announcing the potential of a casino in Manchester.
yes,
I was
That's
like, what
amazing.
is
Have
going
you seen
on?
the photos of that? That
Mind
looks
blown.
insane.
Well, I know that they recently passed like legalizing gambling in some
Right.
fashion. I didn't read
Mhm.
into the whole article, but have they committed to definitely doing it, or is it still like being like
I think
having to
they're
go
in
through
taking
city
steps in the right
council and all that
direction.
stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Are y'all big gamblers?
No, but
I'm not.
I think we like the
Alex,
experience of a
can
casino.
we just-
Well, all right.
though.
I
Don't
like-
lie.
She called you out.
Big is all perspective. I have fun doing it, but it's only fun because I only do it like once a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
If I
fair
had
enough.
one in Rich, I don't want to be a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm having to sell my podcast gear because I got to pay my mortgage. Like I don't plan to have that happen.
Lauren,
think
be
it's-
worried.
It's a cool destination, like to have like 10 or 20 minutes from your house, though.
Yeah.
Like, they have weddings or like you go hang out at the
They'll
casino.
probably have good restaurants.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
So I grew up like 20 or 30 minutes from Atlantic City. So this gives me like very big Atlantic City vibes because it's like obviously we didn't go every single weekend, but it was like,
What do we do?
as
I don't know.
my parents like they when we were young kids, they'd be like, "Oh, let's go out with other couples like for the night," and they'd all get a babysitter and they would like go down to AC, and it was like they got dressed up, they went out to dinner, they gambled, and then they sometimes stayed overnight so they didn't have to worry about like coming home or any driving or whatever, and so.
One thing. So
I'm
we
looking
went,
forward to that kind of experience because I think that would be cool. I don't think it would be something we would do often, but
Right.
like, every now and then I think it would be really fun to have that amenity.
I agree.
it could bring in like bigger like comedy acts, like if they have an auditorium,
Ooh.
something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Another concert venue.
I mean, even their parking garage is 1,000 cars. I mean, that's a huge parking garage.
Yeah. And they'll do
Yeah, so they're-
shows and everything, so that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Have y'all been to the MGM in like DC area?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's really nice, but what's kind of weird is like you have to buy your drinks at the table. Like they don't give you free ones like in Nevada,
Interesting.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the like
so it just makes
Maryland
it even
law.
more
They
expensive
can't give away
to
drinks.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's
They give
the
away
only
free drinks
option.
in Atlantic City,
Yeah,
even when you're playing the slots. It's the
I'm,
best.
I'm expecting the free drinks in Manchester.
I doubt it. ABC in Virginia is pretty strict.
Yeah.
It is pretty rough.
I still think it'll be fun.
I'll go.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just won't be there like every other day. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
just once a
Just
week.
every 4 days.
Yeah, once a week will be good.
Maybe I'll get into sports betting. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw
Stop
that.
it.
That was part
Stop
of it,
it.
too.
Oh, gosh.
specifically basketball.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Only things like the Super Bowl is like gonna be heads or tails, not the actual like scores. But,
Oh,
like,
I was
silly
thinking
stuff.
like Uncut Gems.
What song will
sports
J-Lo sing
betting.
Oh,
Oh
first?
my gosh,
The
yeah.
anxiety's already coming up.
No, no.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe it was crazy.
Yeah. That was wild if you saw that.
Oh man.
Yeah, cool. So the surf resort's coming in, the casino's coming in. What
Hopefully, casino.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
else?
Well, so the surf resort will have an amphitheater as well, so that there's some music venue for you right there.
Mhm.
Maybe, hopefully.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Blink 182.
While you're surfing.
Sublime.
Ooh,
You know?
Beach Boys.
Taking it back. Okay.
Yeah,
Taking it back.
the beach vibes going.
Yep.
The other major thing that was announced is that Hardywood, it was interesting the way that it was announced because it was kind of like, hey, we're moving and kind of like doing a renovation, and we're going to be renovating the patio. They also didn't really include in this, but they are semi-downsizing.
Okay.
So right now they have 2 buildings, and they're going to be moving everything over to the one building that's on the corner. And that building is going to potentially be used for something else, which has not yet been disclosed.
The
And
one
so,
they're moving from.
yeah. So
The
it'll
original
Do they own
building.
it?
the original building.
Like they're gonna do something with it different, or
Somebody. Yeah. But yeah, the renderings, I think Hardywood's been around for a while. And so you've had all these new breweries and things come in and offer all of these different elements and vibes. And so it'll be nice for Hardywood to get a little bit of a refresh.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not the OOG, like Legends was the OG.
Yeah. Right.
But they're
like
the
number
ones
2.
that kind of like kicked off like the
Yeah.
revolution here in Richmond. Like they started, and then everyone else started like right after them.
Right, right.
But
So-
that building on the corner is still pretty nice.
Yeah,
compared to
definitely.
the old one. So for them to even revamp that,
Yeah.
I saw the picture of the Bellevue is like well underway.
Yeah,
It's like a hollow shell at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
I
that
think
was
you
exciting.
posted about that.
Yeah, I used to work for Urban Core, and they are the construction team on the job, and they kind of posted a little sneak peek on their Instagram, and I happened to come across it, so I was like, "Ooh,
That's
this is
awesome.
exciting!" Yeah,
What's the ETA for that again?
it's-
Do we know?
This year.
I think towards the end of this year,
Yeah, it's
they're
this year.
aiming to open a couple of the things, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, it looked really, really cool inside. If you were able to see that, we shared it to our members in the weekly guide, but it's also
Just
over at
online.
Urban Core, yeah.
Cool.
On their Instagram. So it looked really awesome. But yeah, so that's exciting. And, I think, I don't know that we talked about it on the podcast either, but, over by the Bellevue area, there's some land that the same developers own and that they were looking to put in a winery and a dog park.
I heard about that.
Yeah. And I don't think we covered that last time. So that's also really exciting.
That's gonna
Green
be
space
cool.
in Scott's Edition is,
So I was actually talking
Very
with
Would be
Aaron
huge,
when
yeah.
we were at Ironwood Automotive because his shop's like right there. And I guess whoever thought of the idea about like the dog thing, I guess it's kind of like changing and morphing. Nothing's official,
yeah.
but they thought about getting like a special ABC license where you could bring your own alcohol,
Oh, wow.
and they would have like, so it would be like a membership where you pay, and there's like dog park rangers
Okay.
that will keep an eye on your dog while you're hanging out and drinking.
Okay.
So it's like a combo, like BYOB dog park hang space, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Are you skeptical of the dog park rangers?
Yeah, I
Deep
am
thought right
skeptical.
Because people don't.
Drunk people with their
people,
dog.
yeah, people are with their dogs are a lot of times idiots, anyways. And then you get them drunk, and then
Not the dogs.
somebody else. Well,
Yeah, the dogs are pretty smart.
I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully,
Who
no
knows?
like
They do
fist
it-
figh's over
yeah.
whose dog
There's
started
quite a
it.
bit.
My
in,
dog Scooter. Ah.
In New Jersey, like there's a bunch of places that does yappy hours. So it's like from 4 to 6 on specific days of the week. You can bring your dog, and it's like a big patio, and then, you still have to buy drinks and everything. But that's been going on for a couple of years now. And like, of course you have like some incidents here and there, but for the most part, like people really enjoy it, and it's been really fun, and it's a good way to like continue socializing your dog and things like that. And so when we first moved to Richmond, I know we had like joked about it a couple of times, like we should open a place that does a yappy hour because there's so many people in Richmond that have dogs.
Yep.
I feel like
Your
there are
hotel
a few.
idea that someone did.
Yeah, I feel like there are a few places that do like a yappy hour, random ones here and there, not
Like
regularly.
Graduate, I think Cork Hotel has one on like maybe Wednesdays on their like little patio.
I think Elwood Thompson does one. Like no, like just kind of tiny places here and
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I had an idea that for a hotel, if you go to stay at a hotel, you should be able to like rent a shelter dog while you're there, so you can like take it on walks around this town that you're
Maybe not
visiting.
even rent, but like it's available.
Right.
And then you're like, this dog's awesome. I'm gonna keep it.
And then you may adopt it, but apparently
like it.
somewhere does that already. So
Wow, that's interesting.
yeah,
You gotta love those like
Where
genius ideas that you came up with on your own, and then
maybe
you
like
find out someone,
Mississippi or Missouri, or I'll get back to you next episode.
you want to go stay there.
Just to meet new dogs.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, dog is life.
Dog
We almost
is
got a
life.
fourth dog last week, but
That means it's coming.
What?
it's just wait.
How did that happen?
Well, there was
How do
one
you
that
almost
was
get
at
a
Rack,
We
and it was super cute. And then Lauren heard it wasn't good with other female dogs, and that's all we have.
Yeah.
So we're like,
yeah.
Like, that's not really going to work. We have 3.
yeah, headache.
Yeah, exactly. That is our dog life.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on the agenda for today?
Best food.
Oh, yeah. I just figured it would be
Can't
kind
read
of
the rest of your handwriting.
a fun thing, whether it be on the podcast or we do a video series. We're just kind of covering like the top 5 pizza places in Richmond, the top 5
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks, top 5
Who judges
whatever.
these 5?
What?
Who like?
Well, we would
top-
collectively figure out like, you know,
What we think.
and then we'd go and try it and like share it with people.
Okay.
Just a thought. I was brainstorming.
I like it.
You want to pick a topic and have us pick 5?
Pizza. This is the first one that came to mind because I really want to try Zorch,
Well, we know that there's Zorch is their number 1.
but I've never had it. And there would be a video component where people could like see how like cheesy stuff is.
Yeah.
Like we may recap it, and Mikey could throw like the footage on top.
Everybody should pick
One
a
bite.
topic
Everybody knows
of
the
food
rules.
that
One
they
bite,
want to
everybody
do.
knows
And
the
we
rules.
can,
Topic of food or
All right,
a
Frankie.
restaurant for that restaurant or a place to go for that food or both.
we'll figure it out.
We'll
Okay.
plan. We want to cover everything that, you know, why Richmond is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I think that would be fun. We can also survey listeners and see what they say.
Yeah.
for places for us to go
Hidden
and
gems
try.
always pop up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, they're everywhere.
In all the corners of Richmond. And
Yep.
It's a
You
lot
just
of
never
pizza
know.
to eat.
yeah,
Are you prepared?
Yes.
Better start jogging.
Yes.
we're ready to
Speak
accept
for
this
yourself.
challenge. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Awesome. Well, I feel like this has been really fun. I'm glad that we're in the new podcast room. It's looking good. I'm excited to host our first guest.
Yep. It's easy Q.
Yep. In the
Next
coming
week.
coming couple of days, and so that'll be coming out soon, so that'll be fun. And I think Lauren and Sean will be jumping in and out as we like have some guests in here, so you might see a rotating group of
Host per se.
outcasts
Yeah.
hanging
Yeah.
out here in this room. But yeah, I think we're headed in the right direction.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Cool.
Cheers guys.
Thanks for listening. Why Richmond is Awesome podcast is hosted by Sean and Sam Kanipe of the Richmond Experience and Lauren and Alex Glaser of the Glaser Group Realtors. It is produced and edited by Miles A.G. Productions. Our theme song is RVA All Day by No BS Brass Band. Please rate us and leave a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And follow us at whyrichmondisawesome.com and on Instagram at The Richmond Experience and at Why Richmond is Awesome.